Hello, it's Joe.
Friday, baby! We did it! Congrats on making it through another week. I know that we both probably had some up and downs, but I'm so excited for the weekend. I think I'm really excited because, oh, my lady. Oh, that placement was good. I mean, it's a very, menacingly low hat bow, but I liked it. I change the height of my stool depending on what I'm doing. That's where I'll leave that thought. Morning, everybody. How are you doing today? Welcome, Cathadora, the Pokemon snap-catching, parsnip-growing extraordinaire. Cowabunga, Pencils, Alter, welcome in. Lab, good to see you. Jove, good to see you. How are you? Keldon, Jason, welcome. I feel like that needs some reverb, but oh yeah. Van, Jeff, good to see you. Beatbox Night, welcome. Tofi, Shul, welcome everybody. The Night Owl, did you stay up all night? He's this morning now. I don't know if you know that. TMK. But yeah, I'm in really good spirits this morning. I had vocalized yesterday that I had a bit of a challenging day. It was a good day, but challenging. Tegrity, thank you for a resub for 18 months, a year and a half. A year and a half ago. So much time has passed. Thank you, I really appreciate that. And please let me know if I can play something from the song list, so say thank you for that resub. Aiko, welcome. Oh, and Aiko, thank you for a resub. Thank you. And you kicked off a hype train. Look at that. Pencil's got us started up with that Milady bits. Sometimes when you don't hear what you're thinking out loud and then you hear it out loud, you're like, oh, probably could have, well, yep. That's out in the world now. Recorded forever. Milady bits. How did that only happen now? I feel like I could have so easily said that so many times before. Azarada, thank you for 26 months. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. That's at least the second time you said that during a stream. Do we need a counter? We all know that counters are fun. Mythic Scotty, welcome. How are you doing today? But yeah, I was very open with you guys yesterday and expressed how I had a therapy session that was very, very good and extremely helpful, but in order for that to happen, I had to really comb through some difficult things to work through, and I'm feeling on the other side of it today, and after a lovely stream last night, thank you for everyone who joined, I'm just feeling like a weight's lifted. I feel like there's a weight off my chest. I can breathe a little easier. I was gonna make another Lady Bits joke, but I think it's a little early for that. Bye, Beatbox. Have a great day. Jolly Dolphin, welcome. Scott, good to see you. So yeah, I had a really great time last night on stream. I'm realizing I'm making a lot of really good strides with getting comfortable with some of my newer sounds and instruments I'm adding, and I'm just very motivated, and I think I've had a nice increase in confidence this month in regards of trusting myself to get things done. I've managed to do a bunch of rehearsals with a bunch of different bands, played a show, I did recording sessions, organizing things with sponsors, and there's still some things that need to get done, but I'm not feeling as uneasy about the whole thing. I'm learning to just be like, you'll get it done, and you'll probably do a good job. So just believe in that and work. Speaking of working, I've gotten booked for another recording session, you guys. I have a recording session on Sunday and another one on Monday evening. So that's going to be the 5th one already this year, and I'm talking to another artist right now. So it's very exciting. I'm really starting to become a solid reference here in Nashville for people who want violin on their album and playing their shows. And it's just so nice knowing that all of those unpaid hours I've spent here just trying to continue to work and get a good reputation of being someone who's good to work with and easy to work with, and all the hours practicing and violin lessons I've been taking, that people are starting to be like, oh, you need violin, Joe. So I'm very, very excited, and I'm very grateful on the theme of me talking about how a bit of a confidence boost helped things get done. You guys are a major part of that, so really thank you. My confidence back in the fall of last year really took a strong hit, and I was doubting myself before I even tried to do much of anything. And with your support, as well as my good friends, one of them's here now, Rena. How are you? I really am starting to feel like I'm coming out as a stronger and better person, learning from mistakes and being happier. So thank you guys. Oh, Azarata, I don't know nothing about that, but another kind of exciting thing, one of the artists I recorded for is called Fire Kid. They're here on Twitch as well under a different name, Mary Hill, because they do more variety streams on here and didn't want to brand it specifically for just music. But I've been talking to both of them, and they're lovely. I feel like I'm building a friendship there, which is nice. And Dylan, one of the members of the band, sent me a list of old-time fiddle music that would be good for me to start learning, and also offered to introduce me to some Nashville fiddle people. I've found a couple jams where you're allowed to just walk in and participate and just sit in for whatever you feel comfortable with. So I'm going to take them up on that and overcome some shyness I feel and try and reach out and meet up with some of these fiddle people and learn some new styles of music, you know? I'm still taking my classical lessons, and I take that quite seriously. But I'm ready to just continue opening myself up for more connections and knowledge and learning. So yeah, that's kind of everything. I know I get excited and talk to you in this big block of time in the beginning. I promise I'll get to playing music, but I'm feeling good. Oh, I'm so excited to do that one, Azarata. I love that song, and I quite honestly forget I have it because I put it in a different binder, but I think it might be my favorite Octopath Traveler song. It's just so beautiful. And from the UK, and just found Newgrass music and love Billy Strings and the Dead South. I'm gonna open that in a new tab for myself to check out later. The name sounds kind of familiar. I don't know if it's just because it's catchy, you know, where you can almost trick yourself into being like, I know that, but I might just know it because it just sounds like a great name. Is a fiddle just Southern word for a violin, or are they actually different instruments? That's a really common question, and it's kind of tricky to answer, but the easiest way I can say it is they are the same instrument, but some violins sound better playing classical music, and some violins sound better playing fiddle music. I find that with classical instruments, people want a lot of brightness to it, especially in the higher register. So when you do those solos, the notes are strong and ringing and clear. Some people with fiddles like for it to be a little more similar in tone all the way throughout, so that when you're comping, which means playing chords for another musician, it will not cause too much distraction. So it might be a little more of a warm instrument, lower ranges that shine. A lot of fiddle tunes are mostly in first position, which is the first part of the neck up here. So it's very important to have a neck on the violin that you feel comfortable making chord shapes and things. So that's probably the simplest way I can put it. And fiddle music doesn't necessarily just have to be the South. There's actually, fiddle music from all over the world. I think it's mostly just referred to as like a local culture. You know what I mean? More of a traditional folk background to it. I'm by far not an expert in this field, but from my experience, that's what I feel like I've been able to take away from it. Azarada, thank you for the bits as well. And I'm going to take out Tress of the Merchant. I would like to still start with an improv moment like I usually do at the beginning of streams, but I'm going to open up to Tress's theme, and we'll go from there. To me, I think of Ireland when people say fiddle music, but I know that's only one style. But it's one of the, major, well-known and very vast genres when it comes to fiddle music. I love Celtic fiddle music. Leopard. I'm not usually one to go for an animal print. I bought this shirt because I was in a play playing music for it where the theme was the Garden of Eden, so the people playing instruments had to dress as like kind of animals. So I got leopard and put like 2 little buns in my hair, like ears and, a little nose and stuff. But I like the fit of the shirt. I think it's pretty. It goes to show that sometimes you'll think something's not your style and you put it on. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, let's do it. Yes, cowabunga. That's a really good point with that discussion of just what is fiddle music. So I'm actually really glad that you pointed that out. Tofi, thank you for a dono to make, oh my god, it's gorgeous. 7777. Wow. That is, in a word, stunning. Thank you, Tofis. Let me know if I can play you something to say thank you. On the topic of fiddle music and folk styles, why don't I start by doing improv over... let me see, I gotta open a new tab for this. Over the Unravel soundtrack, which was scored by traditional Swedish fiddle players, I believe, which again is its own style within itself. I've mentioned before how one of my dreams is going to each country and learning their form of traditional violin music. So like, I hope one day maybe I can find a teacher that I can meet with in Sweden and study with them for a month and just really fully engross myself in that style and that culture. If I do that though, the first place I'm gonna go, I've decided, is Ireland, because I have family in Ireland. So if I get overwhelmed or something, I have someone to call to just get dinner with, Like, I'm sure I'd meet other people as well, but family's family, Okay. This is not the traditional Swedish music, by the way. That's from Catherine, a game with a soundtrack that I actually played over yesterday. So I had it opened up. Unravel. Let's do it. BCD, thank you for a Prime sub. Thank you so much. That gives you a priority song request if it's something you'd like. I'll put that link in chat, and if you see something, just let me or Ahmad know. Thank you very much. Hey Rafiki, how are you? I couldn't tell at the end there if there was like another track playing at the same time. That's a mistake I've been known to make. But I guess it was just some extra layers that I hadn't recognized before at the end of that song. You guys can probably notice, but I've been slowly picking up the melody of that song by doing improv on it. So it's kind of fun to do my own thing and then play in unison with the parts there. For Anthony, that is not my song. I was playing improv on top of it, but that is actually from a video game soundtrack for a game called Unravel. And if you like it, you should check out the whole soundtrack. It's all beautiful, traditional Swedish fiddle music. It's really pretty. Morning, Jill. How are you? Kid. What's up? Let's see. You have a cool studio. Thank you for, let's see, oil sketches. No, wait, oil sketches tonight. There we go. Thank you for the follow as well, by the way. I saw that. I appreciate you. When I first started streaming, I only had this bed in here and my MacBook. I would even stream just using the MacBook camera and the built-in speakers, so it was a much different quality than what it's turned into, but thanks to you guys over the past 3 years, I've been able to build really my dream studio. You know, of course, there's always going to be bits and bobs that I'm going to want to get into. Yep. So back in the day, when the team was only me and Matt was my first mod. It was just us two for a bit. I used to put a bunch of cardboard boxes on top of each other to prop my computer up and prop up these speakers I had, and that was the setup I did for a long time. And then after I finished streaming, I would take it all down and put all the boxes away. So it would take me like 45 minutes to build my setup and then take it down. Ooh, tacos and bourbon sounds mighty fine. Thank you for 3 months. Thank you. Thanks for the entertainment. Your music and beauty make work much more enjoyable. Thank you. That's really nice. Please let me know if there's something that I can play for you. I've done a handful of collabs for Soundbites, and I think that they both went quite well. With the first one, it was with 88-bit music, and we share a repertoire of songs where we already knew most of each other's set lists, so it was really easy to just like jump in and play kind of anything. And then my second collab was with one of my good friends now, a fish in a birdcage, Dusty. His name is Dusty. For Soundbites, that one was all video game music, which is a large chunk of what I play here. And then when I played with a fish in a birdcage, that was some covers, some original improv, and just kind of hanging out. And me and Dusty are talking about maybe having me go up to Canada this summer and meet up to do another collab. So I'm hopeful that that will be the case. I gotta get on a phone call with him and see if we can figure that out. He was telling me about some really pretty festivals that go on in the summer, so I was thinking I might try and time it up with some fun Canadian festival where we can also just explore the city and have fun. Global, that makes my heart warm, thank you. Mr. Tome, what part of Canada? Oh, he told me, but I can't remember. I'd go back and check it out, but it's pretty far back, I think, in our text talk at this point. Yeah, for Soundbites, it sounds like something more of like a community festival, like a big outside event with maybe a parade and crafts and outdoor music. Probably something like that. I'm kind of speaking from assumption though, so I'm not sure. I love those too. It's my favorite part of the summer. Mr. Tony, thank you very much for a resub for 5 months. I really appreciate it. I know that Dusty recently moved, so I'm trying to remember where he said he moved to. It's still Canada, but I can't remember where. Okay, without further ado, let's play for Azarada Tress's theme from Octopath Traveler. I think this song has like a really beautiful folk vibe to it. And it's my favorite, I think, from Octopath Traveler. I hesitated to say favorite because I really love a lot of the soundtrack for Octopath Traveler. It's hard to pick, but... Oh, for Tofi. I saw your message. I think I know what to do. I'm sorry if you had to say goodbye to someone. That's hard. So after this one, I'm gonna do Mama, I'm Coming Home. I think that might be a good one. Unless Tofi, you don't like Mama, I'm Coming Home, then let me know and I'll do something else. Let's do one more. I'm gonna do the other parts now. No, come back! There's another part in this that I want to play, so it's really pretty. One more time. I think I'm gonna try and play this one as a loop today with just those 2 parts. I think it could be really pretty. For Cathedora, I'm so happy that Azarata reminded me of this song, as it's so pretty. I would like to do Mama I'm Coming Home first for Tofi. Thank you, Endu, and his weird projects for the follow. Can I ask more about these projects? Because now I'm very curious. Oh, for Global? Do you need to be tucked into bed? Really like that soundtrack. I can put it on in the background and get stuff done. For Burnt, it's one of my favorites to do the same too. I also really like Animal Crossing New Horizons to put on when I'm working. And the Persona 5 soundtrack. Only Custom Pop, welcome. Hey. Quite an aggressive hey, but I'm all about it. Globo, come on. I beg to differ, but I'm learning to like myself because I'm not perfect, because I'm just kind of accepting it. I tend to strive towards perfection, especially with my practice, which then means I'm never quite happy, but I'm learning and kind of, as I've described before, kind of reworking the roadways of my mind. Oh, that sounds so like annoying. Basically, what me and my therapist have been working on is talking about how the way we react to things, you know, essentially works like your mind starts on a path and an event happens and you're used to going this way to react to it. So we're working how to kind of change those street signs where the turns happen and rework its way around. And that imagery I thought was very useful for me. And so whenever I'm starting to like get worked up about something or get really stressed, I'm trying to like figure out where was the first road turn that I went down where it's not serving me in a way. Bloom Dog, welcome. And it also helps you take it one step at a time rather than viewing it as like this huge blob of overwhelm. It's just like, okay, let's try and go down one little way at a time. Chimerix, I don't believe that I said hello to you yet. It's good to see you. And Just Zelda, it's good to see you. How have you been? It's been a moment. I hope you're doing well. Okay, cool. So we're going to do our first singing loop of the day. I did see some vocal warm-ups, but I might still be a little bit scratchy as I'm still kind of waking up the voice. Also, I saw Butley's here. My darling Butley Poopington. Oh, so handsome. Did I get it in the shot enough? Oh, it's still a little out. There we go. My darling Butley Poopington. I was at Disneyland with my husband for our anniversary. Oh, that sounds super fun. Any highlights from your trip? I'll admit I'm not much of a theme park gal because I'm terrified of roller coasters. Anything where like, I know I'm going to go upside down, that's not a possibility for me. I'm way too anxious of a person. Is there a microphone you would recommend? When you're picking a microphone, I think it entirely needs to be based on what specifically you're needing. So when I've been doing research on all my mics, the first thing I'll search is something like best microphone for recording alto vocals, because that's my vocal range that I tend to stay in. Or good microphone for violin, and I'll start there. And then, you know, I find people that also use microphones and ask them questions if they have, you know, suggestions. My first, like, fairly nice microphone that I got, let me see if I can find it, was an AKG microphone. And I used it for years and years for like recordings and everything. But I found it to really help me get started with recording and things like that. I think I might have had an AKG C214. There's much higher models, but I know I didn't spend... I think I spent around like $250 on it maybe at the time. But that brand has served me well. Hey Frog Party, how are you? And KevTech, good to see you as well. A lot of people, when they talk about good microphones, you're going to hear condenser mic. Condenser mics are just really good at isolating the sound that you want. So I think maybe a very basic model of an AKG, wow, those 3 letters are hard to say, might be good. This is a very nice microphone. This might be the nicest thing I own outside of the violin. I saved up donations from you guys for months so I could buy this. This is a Telefunken, which is one of the very, very higher end models. And I found it to be a really impressive match for both violin recording as well as vocals. And quite honestly, everything. Especially with the violin, you really need a nice mic, because the violin has lots of different expressions. Like if you're just recording an acoustic guitar, you probably don't need something quite as heavy duty. But the violin was something where I realized it was a high enough priority. And I also record for artists at home, so it's important to send off very clean sounding tracks to them. Hey Mello, how are you? Oh, is that an Eevee doing the little table slaps? That's adorable. I'm jealous I didn't think of that. Mario, thank you for the follow, by the way. When you came in with a kappa, I was like, we good? Are we cool? We cool? Tofi, my heart goes out for you. This one's for you. Hey, Sugar Fat Man, how are you? Hey Wes, how are you doing today? And Jersey? Panning in advance for pencils. times have changed. Here I come, but I hate to say, Mama, I'm coming home. Time's gone by, seems to be you could have been a better friend to me. Mama, I'm coming home. You took me in, you drove me out, you had me hypnotized, lost and found, and turned around by the fire in your eyes. You made me cry, told me lies, but I can't stay and say goodbye. Mama, I'm coming home. I could be right, I could be wrong. It hurts so bad and it's been so long. Mama, I'm coming home. Bonjour. You took me in, you drove me out, you had me hypnotized, lost and found, and turned around by the fire in your eyes. I've seen your face 100 times. Every day been apart, and I don't care about the sunshine, cause mama, I'm coming home. Oh, oh, I'm coming home. Oh, oh, oh. That makes me want to cry. You got it, Sophie. My heart goes out to you. Uriel! Oh, since you're here, I gotta play One Winged Angel today. I did my Sephiroth cosplay stream this past week, and for that stream, I, of course, had to learn One Winged Angel. And I'm so excited to officially have it a part of the song list at this point. You're so sweet. I've arrived at home because you guys are home. Home is where the heart is. You are a sweetie. Well, for Uriel, I'm trying to make sure that on the VOD channel, I've been posting VODs every single day to try and make sure I catch up to closer to my actual stream dates to when I release the VOD. So that's something I'm trying to make sure I make a priority for this week. So before I jump right into One Winged Angel, I would like to do kind of like a transition song after that one. I think since we started off with an Octopath Traveler song that I had forgotten, there's actually another one that I don't play quite as much because I think I wanted to do it as a loop arrangement, but I never quite found a way to do it comfortably. But I would like to just play along to the track. So I'm going to do a really beautiful song called Flatlands. I loved this one so much and the parts in it that I couldn't help but learn all the violin parts that I heard in it. I just thought it was so pretty. I'll put a notification in the Discord as soon as that VOD goes up, I promise. Oh, Uriel, you're in a different time zone, so, it totally makes sense. I was singing over it, one of my songs. I only play a Yamaha acoustic. It sounds cool with your violin. You sing great too. Thank you so much for oil sketches. I really appreciate the kind words. Let's see. Time zones are poopy. Very true. Very poopy. The bad kind of poopy. Let's see. So if we're going to do Flatlands, let me load that up. I love this song. I feel like it sounds very hopeful. So I think it will be a nice transition from the last piece that's a bit more somber in a way. Let's see here. Is this right? It is. Okay. So I'm going to play the melody the first time through and then play through some of the other harmonies that I wrote out from listening to it. Poopy is such a cute word for what it means. I agree. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This is it. It's such a beautiful piece. And I love the harmonies with it. It's so nice. Maybe I will come back to this one as well and figure out if I want to try a loop with it. I've gotten a bit more comfortable with my arranging, so maybe. Isaiah Bunny, welcome by the way. And Noki, it's always lovely to see you. Brian. Let's see. I was talking about building our way up to One Winged Angel, so I think let's do Monster Hunter World's Stars at Our Backs, because that will build up the excitement. And then we'll jump into the brand new transcription that I wrote out for you guys, the long-awaited One Winged Angel from Final Fantasy VII. Like I've said before, I have such a good time making set lists out of all the music that I get to play for you guys on stream. Yes, I have at this point over 9 hours of material, so I like to see how I can weave them together in a way that feels natural. Even though, obviously, Ozzy Osbourne's Mama I'm Coming Home to that piece we just heard from Octopath Traveler seems like they wouldn't pair, but it's a fun little challenge I get to do. Even kind of picking the music that goes on in the background. I have a bunch of playlists, but I usually have a song in mind that I want to put on after I finish stuff too, just to talk over. Back to the video game music binder. The big boy. The song is really powerful. It's very, very well orchestrated, and it's super fun to play over. I hope you like it. I might have to learn this song too. This is called Riverlands from Octopath Traveler. It's very pretty. It's always exciting knowing there's more music to learn too. You guys know that filling up these binders of music is like my absolute favorite thing. Makes me very, very happy. Sorry. Ouija board, thank you very much for the resub for 22 months, by the way. I really, really appreciate it. And if there's something I can play for you from my song list, say thank you, just let me know. I burp. Hello, fast. Did you like that? Hello? It was a very strong pairing, I thought. I know how to do welcomes. Thank you, Gaming Uma, for 500 bits. Thank you very much. That does give you a priority request, which means I'll play you anything from my song list if that's something that you'd like. Thank you, and welcome in for Rap. Good to see you, as well as AJ, Frozen Stig, Elton. Thank you everybody for coming in. I hope you're having a nice morning. I had mentioned, oopsie, sorry, violin. I had mentioned yesterday that I had my violin lesson and I was given a very challenging correction that I need to make. Essentially, I've put my thumb in the wrong place for years while playing the violin, and I only just realized it yesterday. So I'm trying to retrain myself to go from here to here. And admittedly, I'm making a lot of silly mistakes because I'm actively thinking about it. I'm thinking about it with every single note, so it's taking away some focus for playing these as well as I can. But I'm gonna keep working at it, and I know I'm only gonna get more comfortable. This is day 2 though of fixing a long learned mistake, so I'm gonna do my best. There might just be a little bit of funkiness happening while I go through this transition. And Zelda, yes, when I had it lower, it was causing me to squeeze the neck, which caused quite a deal of cramping in my hand and here. And with the new piece that I've been practicing, it makes it extremely difficult to get through the whole thing without having my arm feel like it's burning. So it will be worth it in the long run. And I already feel like it's worth it because I do feel like my hand is starting to relax more in that position. The idea behind it is that you want your violin hands to feel as natural to its resting position as possible. So even right now, if you just let your hand hang limp, the thumb does naturally want to rest by here. So you want the hand to, as close to that shape, remain in that shape as possible. And what I was doing was this. And it's very subtle, but it was causing enough strain in my hand. So it's a journey, but I guess that's one of my favorite things about violin is that you're never done. There's always more things to do. Before I jump in with One Winged Angel, I am going to take one really quick break just to use the restroom and to fill up my coffee cup. Why don't I put on one of my older videos? Let's do my Wilco cover. I really like that song. So I'm going to show you a video from my YouTube channel, which is Joe Cleary. You'll see it roll up here at some point. I am working on some new stuff for the channel, and if you like what you see, I hope you consider going over and giving a sub. All that stuff really helps, you know. But anyway, I'll be back right at the end of this video, and thank you everybody. And then we'll do One Winged Angel. escape, singing sad, sad songs. Doomed to cold, stubborn and cheek, bitter melody, turning your orbit around. Don't cry, you can rely on me, honey. You can come by anytime you want. I'll be around. You were right about the stars. Each one is a setting sun. Tall buildings shake, voices escape, sing sad, sad songs. Tuned to cold, strung down cheek, bitter melody, turning your orbit around. Tall buildings shake, voices escape, sing sad, sad songs. Tuned to cold, strung down cheek, bitter melody, turning your orbit around. Strung down cheek, bitter melody, turning your orbit around. Right on time. I did spill a little bit of coffee. Don't worry, not on any electronics or anything like that. Just a bit on the mouse pad. Burger King, wow! Wow! Thank you for the follow. Is Burger King like your fast food of choice? I think Taco Bell is probably mine. Especially having been a traveling musician that like goes on the road a lot, you really have to think about what fast food you can continuously have without like feeling absolutely terrible at the show. Taco Bell usually makes me feel pretty good. And a southern one I will say I've grown quite fond of is Cookout. We don't have that up north. I grew up in Massachusetts. There's a handful of things in the South you can't get up north, like Waffle House. I'm a fan of Waffle House. Reliable, always a good time. Cookout, Chick-fil-A. I mean, pencils they all do, really. But when you go on tour with a group of musicians, there's usually like, at least 6 of you in the van for like 12 hours a day. So for better or for worse, you get quite comfortable and aware of everyone's smells and natural essences. You kind of just have to fully embrace it, unfortunately. It's not the most glamorous life. Maybe if one day I get one of those really big tour gigs where you have like a big bus, but right now we're all just kind of cramming into a van and a bunch of us stay in that same hotel room. We all share beds and you just make the best of it. It is fun though. Will, thank you for the raid, the incredible Will. How was your stream today? Oh, Will, I don't know if you've heard me do this yet. I added a new Final Fantasy VII song to my song list, and it's probably, one of the most famous video game pieces of all time. Can you guess what it's gonna be? For modded Daniel, it's best that you know now how inappropriate and foul I can be if you decide to stay. So I'm going to do my best to play through One-Winged Angel. Uriel, thank goodness you're here. Oh, Uriel, I don't know if you've seen yet or will. With Valentine's Day coming up, I wanted to pay an homage to my beloved, the incredible Butley Poopington. Oh, isn't he so handsome? This is from his younger days. He's had to do a great deal of traveling across the seas, but I wanted to always have him close to my heart. So here is Sir Butley Poopington, looking so handsome. I'm gonna put a little hanger on it and put it on my wall. So handsome. Okay, One-Winged Angel. I definitely need some water before this one. This is a hard song. Daniel, hello as well. An atomic sausage. Okay, let's load up the track and give it our best go. One-Winged Angel. I just learned this past week, so there's some parts that I need to get a bit cleaner, but, with practice. Okay, get my level set and let's do it. Not too shabby, right? I want to get some of those earlier parts a bit tighter, but I am so excited to finally get to play that. Way back in September, I said that if we hit our sub goal, I would let you guys pick a cosplay for me to do. And when we put up the poll, what ended up winning was Sephiroth. So I actually did my Sephiroth cosplay stream this past Tuesday. I will have that up on the VOD channel, and I will make an alert in Discord so people know when it's up for those who missed it. But after we had decided I was going to do a Sephiroth cosplay, I put this song on my workout list, and I would just be like sprinting, running outside, listening to this song, and I just absolutely loved it. Robert, 9 months, Twitch baby, right? That's Twitch baby. I haven't done that for a while. Thank you very much for a resub. Thank you. That does give you a priority request if that's something you'd like. Just let me or Maud know, and we'll pick something from the song. Just let me know if there's a song I can play for you. Now, on a much different level, but I'm excited to go on a calmer path with you now, we're going to do a loop rendition of I Will Follow You Into the Dark. Babies! That seemed like the right voice that I should say that in. I couldn't help myself. Oh no, I totally forgot about that. I remember that something happened where I didn't record it that day. I'll have to go back. I totally forgot which day that was for ASMR. It might be left as an urban legend. I'll have to dive back. I don't even know what date it would be though. Let's see. In my opinion, Final Fantasy and Witcher 3 have some of the best soundtracks for video games. I do have a couple Witcher songs. I have the Wolven song and what's that other one? Toss a Coin. We are doing I Will Follow You Into the Dark. Ah, Tripwire. Man, you're always so smart with this stuff. You're wicked smart. That clip makes me laugh so friggin' hard. The clip in chat probably deserves some explanation. I have to set up this loop anyway, so. Essentially, I was talking with some girlfriends in a text thread, and we were trying to cheer each other up because we were having a hard week. And we discovered that if you type your name into Spotify, there is a lot of songs that say like the Joe Poop song, or if your name is Greg, it would be like the Greg Poop song. Your name is probably in there on Spotify. If you type the Daniel Poop song, it's probably there. And we thought this was incredibly funny. And this happened right before I started streaming. So I press start stream and I have my screen on for the stream starting soon, this one. And while you're hearing chill music like this, downstairs, I press play on Spotify to hear what this guy who sings about poop is all about. And the song, without me knowing, started playing on this computer in OBS, so you guys heard it at the same time. And I just let it roll because I didn't know it was happening for probably 2 minutes. And when I came upstairs, I saw chat being like, I'm confused, what's happening, what is this? And I put on my headphones and was horrified to see that the poop song was playing on stream. And so in that clip, you see me realize it, and I'm just dying laughing. So that's that story. The one I played specifically was called the toilet paper song, actually, to be clear. Which I think is his best one. I also like the pee-pee song. That one's pretty good. At least the positive from that is it can't get worse. Honestly, I thought it was so on brand for me because I can be very immature. I find that type of humor incredibly funny, even though some would probably say I'm too old for that sort of humor. But the fact that that happened, I thought was just the funniest thing, like, of all time. It just cracked me up. I thought it was so funny. So that's the explanation behind that clip. It's in chat if you want to check it out. If you want to see me make a hilarious mistake. Here is my very kind of broken down version of I Will Follow You Into the Dark. We're going to start with banjo, and I'm going to layer some kind of soft layers in between, and then sing on it for you. I hope you like it. A little out of time. I would rather do it right. And 1, 2, 3. That was better. I'd like to check the chorus just to make sure it's okay. That they both are satisfied, illuminate the words on their vacancy says there's no subject so embarrassed. I think it works. Both are satisfied. Vacancy sighs. Soul embarks. Both are satisfied. Vacancy sighs. Soul embarks. can see signs. So much. Love of mine, someday you'll die, but I'll be close behind. I'll follow you into the dark. No blinding lights or tunnels to gates of white. Just our hands clasped so tight, waiting for the end of a spark. If heaven knew the sea that they both are satisfied, illuminate the moons on the vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you and your soul embarks, I'll follow you into the dark. In Catholic school, as vicious as Roman rule, I had my knuckles bruised by a lady in black. I held my tongue as she told me, son, fear is the heart of love. So I never looked back. If heaven announced that they both are satisfied, illuminate the moons on the vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you and your soul embarks, I'll follow you into the dark. To Valkyrie, and the soles of our shoes have all worn down. The tide asleep now, but it's nothing to cry about, 'cause we'll hold each other soon. If anyone say that they both are satisfied, eliminate the news on their vacancy signs. There's no one beside you when your soul embarks. I'll follow you into the dark. Yes, I'll follow you into the dark. That one felt really nice today. I'm learning to relax a bit more with my loops. Oh, a brand new sub with Prime. Thank you, Edmundo? Ayala? Thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And that does give you a priority request. If that's something you're interested in, just let me or Ahmad know, and I would just love to get to play you something. That might have been my favorite time doing it. I'm going to save it so that I can try and record that ASAP. Excuse me. Excuse me very much. Knacker, thank you for continuing your gift sub that you initially received from Ed. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And that also gives you a priority request. I appreciate you and your talent. Thank you. Thank you for listening and your kind words. I say this a lot, but music is my heart and my soul. It's my most comfortable way of expressing myself and kind of working through a lot of thoughts and emotions, and it means everything to me. I know that a lot of people say that music is a language, and I personally really believe that, where I'm constantly trying to, learn more about the language and more ways to say certain things. And, that's with different bowings and other things with music. So, ain't misbehaving? I can do that for you right after I do this priority request for Robert. And then I will do the Incredible Fats Waller's Ain't Misbehaving. I actually don't know if... Oh, yes, I apologize. I thought that was a... I'll still do it, it's fine. I got kind of ahead of myself. I thought that was a priority request for you, but I'll still do it. It's fine. We have a request for Reprise from Spirited Away. And... I think I get it. We're going to Reprise from Spirited Away. And this actually features a piano performance done by a YouTuber by the name of Calico. I was like, okay. Thank you again, Robert, for your resub, and this one's for you. Goodbye. It's really good to learn how to play with distractions, but Edgy Koala, you ruined that performance. I'm proud that I was still able to do it, but your attitude is really gross, and I'm happy that I don't have to deal with it anymore. Try not act like that. It's really off-putting. Sorry, rest of chat. I usually don't engage in that, but it really ticks me off when I see people be rude to the mods. Ugh, they were just being so annoying. While I was playing through that song, I was like, oh, I really hope they give me a chance to finish this song so I can be the one to ban them. I would have, supported you guys banning, but I was like, oh, I really hope they just can hold off being rude for like 10 more seconds so I can be the one to take care of it. Anyway, next up, we have Ain't Misbehavin' for Necker. Hey, Ping. Usually I don't do that and I just let the mods kind of take care of it. But sometimes it's fun to know how to do it. Dan, thank you very much for the dono for $17.22. Thank you very much. Oh, to make a gorgeous. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. $99.99. Thank you, Dan. And if you want a priority request, please let me know. Hey, it felt good for me too. When they were like, I was gonna let it slide, but now it's like, now what? But what? What are you gonna do? Say one more rude thing and then not be allowed in here anymore? Okay, do it. I'd like that very much, actually. Butthead. I think I capo this one. Insults are better with reverb. Softens the blow, maybe? No one to talk with, all by myself. No one to walk with, all by myself. No one to talk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. I know for certain the one I love. I'm through with flirting, it's you I'll be dreaming of. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Like Jack Horner in the corner, don't go nowhere. What do I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for. I don't stay out late, don't care to go. I'm fine at home, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. Like Jack Horner in the corner, don't go nowhere. What do I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for. I don't stay out late, don't care to go. I'm fine at home, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. of my favorite jazz standards. Actually, let's keep the guitar. What do I want to do with the guitar, though? Let me take a look here, actually. Can we actually do a poll mods to see what chat's looking to hear? Do you guys want to hear more like violin music with video game tracks, or do you want me to do some loops and singing? Darth, thank you for gifting a sub. Thank you. That does give you a priority request in case you didn't already know that. So if there's a song you want me to play for you from the song list, more than happy to. Pencil's gifted a sub to the Banny? What? What's happening? Why? Sing. I can do some singing. Oh, panda, not koala. Okay, I was like, what? What is happening in like the chat that I don't see, the secret chat? Pandas are better than koalas by a large margin. Have you guys heard, I guess it was an urban legend in Australia. They call it like drop bears. And I guess what it is like an urban legend that there's these like kind of mutant koala bears that wait in trees and then they drop on you and they like attack you. Drop bears are real? No way. Drop bear. Also, Iokane, it's good to see you. Oh my god. Google it. You'll see the pictures are ridiculous. The drop bear is a hoax in contemporary Australian folklore, featuring a predatory carnivorous version of a koala. This imaginary animal is commonly spoken of in tales designed to scare tourists. Man, there's enough like actual scary wildlife in Australia that I'm terrified of. No, the first image isn't Jared Leto, like the other faded search that I've done. Darth, thank you for gifting yet another sub. Thank you so much. Thank you. And for the new follows, I haven't thanked many of you. My apologies. Blue Wolf, oh my gosh, Blue Wolf, welcome. Handicapper, welcome in. Thank you for the bits, by the way. I hope you're doing well. Shaze, thank you. And back, I really appreciate it. Off the loop, what's up? Oh wow, my headset said goodbye, battery 0%, dang. I know I forgot something. That's always a bummer when it sneaks up on you. I've been able to spread a lot of joy with that Jared Leto factoid. Oh my god, it's so funny. I can't do it again. But I found out if you Google a very specific word, Jared Leto shows up and it cracks me up. It's just so ridiculous. Oh, cool. So Darth asked for Cantina Band. And after that, I'll do a singing song. Here we go. I'm just thinking about the drop bear now. It has a face like Frank's, and it's just like, or like the Joe Play Wow. Do I have metronome? Yes, I do. I've heard that in Australia, even the grass wants to hurt you. I mean, I definitely want to visit. It seems like an absolutely beautiful place to be, but I'm scared of the spiders in particular. I am not good with spiders, you guys. I freeze up and I call my dad and cry about it. And he's like, Joe, I'm like so many states away from you. There's nothing I can do. I'm like, no, but help me. The poll is up, by the way, right now. If you guys want to help decide what we're going to be doing next on stream for the next few songs. It's a dead tie right now between video game music, so violin over tracks, versus loops and singing. So if you want to participate in that poll, that is up now. Okay, so Cantina Band, I need a brand new loop template. And we're going to start with the guitar. Hey, Conrock! Thank you so much for a resub for 2 months. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And please let me know if there's something I can play for you to say thank you. Also, Hunt Beer, if you have a priority request, I'd love to play something for you for your incredibly generous gift the other day. Also, oh my gosh, it's a dead tie. Do you guys do that on purpose? I feel like you did that on purpose. Let's see. I'm so nervous, lol, though I hear spiders aren't as big of a deal as others say. My fear of them has gotten a lot better because I used to live in an attic space when I first moved to Nashville because it was really cheap. It was like a finished attic, but still an attic. And there was a lot of brown recluses in that attic, which is not the type of spider you really want to engage with. They can be quite dangerous, but in my 3+ years I lived there, I never got bit. But I would find them in my jeans, I would find them in my shoes, I'd always find them around my bed. It was an absolute nightmare. But luckily, with the name brown recluse, they really do just want to stay the hell away from you. They won't bite you unless you are like up in their business. And I also learned that their bite can't go through your clothes. So you like have to like sit on it butt naked and then it will bite you. Or like if you put your bare arm on it. So I'd have to shake out my clothes before I'd put them on. And only a couple times one would be like, and I'd be like, no! Don't sit butt naked on spiders, no. In my current, no, where I live now, I have not seen a brown recluse. Maybe once, actually. Oh, people are taking this factoid to heart. I'm very happy about that. Don't do it. You'll regret it. All right, so I got my vibrating metronome. Let's tap a tempo. Boop, beep, boop, da, 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 da. A very even 100 BPM. Love it. Oh no. Oh, there it goes, actually. Yay. We are hooked up to Ableton, and let us do a loop. This one's for you, Darth. Thank you for the gift subs. Here we go. Two, three. Oh, I'm off the metronome. Take two. 1, 2, here we go. I can do it. What is wrong with me? Coffee, save me. One, two. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm having a little brain fart. You can do it, Joe. I think that was good enough. Gotta have washboard. What a fun, silly little introduction after a raid. Welcome, Sarah. It's good to see you. Bonjour. How are you? I think most of you are very familiar with Sarah at this point, but if that's not the case, fix that because you are not going to want to miss out on her talent. She's an incredible pianist and kazoo player. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you. Let me know if there's something I could play for you. And welcome for the Raiders. What's up? My name's Joe. I think I might have met some of you before. I've been lucky enough to get a Sarah raid a couple times. But what I do is I make loops of covers. That was obviously Cantina Band from Star Wars. I have originals and I play over video game music. So if any of that interests you, I hope you consider hanging out for a bit. I hope you're all doing well. Darth, gifting subs all over the place. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. I kind of want to do another instrumental arrangement. Let's do Fisherman's Horizon from Final Fantasy VIII. I made a little loop arrangement of that one that I like. Shardor, hello, how are you? Thank you for the follows. Nevs, Latraus, Coolbolts, Netman, nice package, thank you. Or I guess I'm the one saying it to you. So we're gonna do next Fisherman's Horizon. Thank you, Cool Bolts. I appreciate that. Splits Happen, Shardor, and Mark. Thank you for the follows. Thank you, everybody. I'm gonna play for you an arrangement I put together from Final Fantasy VIII. It's one of my favorite songs from Final Fantasy, and it's called Fisherman's Horizon. I hope you enjoy it. So I thought I'd tap out of tempo. That should be nice. One, two. I love that song. It's so pretty. King Nixio, Immortal Meistogen, and HB Kane. Thank you everybody for the follows. Thank you. Oh, for Elle, I'm so happy. These pieces are extremely nostalgic for me. I just absolutely adore them. And to know that other people enjoy them as much as I do, you know, it makes me very happy. I'll show you guys a little bit of the original recording. Ow, I hit my hand. The original recording is really, really beautiful as well, but I wanted to try and do my own version of it. But I also like listening to it. It's very pretty. I'll put this on while I decide the next song to do. I know half of you wanted singing songs, so I'm gonna pick up a singing song for us to do together. For El Maronch, thank you very much for the follow as well. Thank you guys, everybody, really. I really, really appreciate it. What singing song shall we do? I kind of want to do This Will Be Our Year. Oh, and maybe The Way by Fastball. I haven't done that one for a bit, and it's super fun to play. But let's do This Will Be Our Year first. It's in my little sockies. So if I'm doing This Will Be Our Year, I need a 4/4 template. For Jersey, I love that song too. It's one that never gets old for me. My sister got to see Fastball, I think last year. I saw it in her Insta story and I was so jealous. I was like, where was I? I had no idea. Okay. So, I'm gonna do for you guys next a beautiful song by The Zombies, one of my favorite bands, and I hope you like it. Set up my little metronome over here. And I'm gonna tap a tempo. I use, to make my loops from scratch, this vibrating metronome. It's called the Soundbrenner Core. And with Bluetooth, I can hook it up to Ableton, and that's why I keep everything in time with itself. I am partnered with the company because I've used their product for a year and I really like it. So if you have any questions about it, let me know. Otherwise, I will just keep on going. And I have a code for 50% off. Or no, I lied, 20%. Why did I say that? Tried to think of too many things at once. Okay, let's see. I won't forget the way you helped me up when I was down. And I won't forget the way you said, darling, I love you. You give me faith to go on. That seems like a nice tempo, I think. Set up my little footy pedals and we'll get going. Oh, 1, 2. Is that right? No, okay. That's it. Hey, Bob. Thank you for the follow. Smile for me. Forget the way you helped me. Won't forget the way you said. I always forget what I did. I realized what I did. I didn't capo this. And I won't Can I sing it in this key though? Oh, it took a long time to come. And I won't forget the way you held me up when I was down. And I won't forget the way you said, darling, I love you. You give me faith to go on. Now we're there, and we've only just begun. It's really low. Do you guys mind me singing this low? Or I can re-record the guitar higher. Let's try it, why not? Okay, so I gotta change my violin part then. done this key before. It was kind of an accident, but I'm gonna sing in my lower register. The warmth of your love's like the warmth of the sun, and this will be our year. Took a long time to come. Don't let go of my hand, now that darkness has gone, and this will be our year. It took a long time to come, and I won't forget the way you helped me up when I was down, and I won't forget the way you said, darling, I love you. You give me faith to go on. Now we're there, and we've only just begun. This will be our year. It took a long time to come. The warmth of your smile, smile for me, little one. And this will be our year. It took a long time to come. You don't have to worry, all your worried days are gone. This will be our year. It took a long time to come, and I won't forget the way you helped me up when I was down, and I won't forget the way you said, darling, I love you. You give me faith to go on. Now we're there, and we've only just begun. This will be our year. It took a long time to come. The sun, this will be our year. It took a long time to come. Don't let go of my hand, now that darkness has gone. This will be our year. It took a long time to come. And I won't forget the way you helped me up when I was down, and I won't forget the way you said, darling, I love you. You give me faith to go on. Now we're there, and we've only just begun. This will be our year. It took a long time to come. I actually enjoyed that a whole lot more than I thought I would. At first I was like, oh no, I've ruined the song. Like I have to start over. But I actually quite liked singing in my lower voice. Similar to the violin, I've been really pushing myself to try and sing higher and just do a lot of music higher into more difficult registers for myself so I can continue to grow and get better. And I think I need to remind myself that playing in lower keys is also like totally okay. Let's see here. Thank you, Martin, for that follow just now. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Rena. Yeah, like I did a YouTube video of that cover a long time ago, but I think I did that, let's see. I did it 3 half steps higher. I don't have the pitch shifter hooked up to this microphone. It's only for direct plugins, but I do kind of want to see if I can figure out how to use it with the microphone too, because I just think that'd be funny. Noted. Maybe I'll try and do that in different keys sometimes too, just to keep things fresh, you know? Do I have a second mic to sing into? I own a second mic. I maxed out my plugins for the interface at least, between the piano, you know, the plug-in instruments in this, but we can figure it out. So, before I jump into The Way, that was a song I thought would be fun to do next. I'm going to take one last quick break, and then I'll do probably another like 30 minutes of music or so, and then call it a day. But everybody, I'm just so happy. I feel like I'm going in the right direction, and you've been helping keeping me on that road. So thank you very much. I'm just gonna put the Be Right Back screen on and some like relaxing music, and you know, be back in like 2 minutes, just long enough to use the restroom and fill up my coffee cup. So we'll put on Celeste. Love this soundtrack. And I will be back in just a couple of minutes. I'm gonna, again, fill up that coffee cup, give my cat a hug, go to the bathroom, and then we'll play more music. Oh, you're wonderful, Cathedora. You guys are all wonderful. What day will you call it? I vote Baloo Day. Every day is Baloo Day, Matt. Every day is Baloo Day. Let's be real. Pencils. Thank you for gifting a sub to Edgy Poop Fart. I think that they will really find a home here if they give this channel a chance. Let's see. We're gonna do The Way. I don't see my chord chart for this. What did I do? Oh, there it is. Alrighty, let's do the thing, huh? I remember I have like specific string parts I've done for this before. I didn't write them down because I want to like, you know, be able to keep them in my head and not get too stuck on one way to do it. But I remember that there's a way I like to do this. We're gonna bring out the bass for this one. Maybe the electric drums too, that could be kind of fun. Let me pop those in now. I remember liking this sound. We'll try that. Cool. Starting with starting with strings. We'll do that first. Thank you, Sparkblade, for the follow. Thank you. I've been practicing the little drum pads. I'm getting a bit more comfortable with them, slowly but surely. It was definitely an awkward start. Okay, we'll pause this, get our tracks going.
Hey, Chris.
Fellow music streamer, looper, chill, hangs, good times. How are you? Let's see. totally just fell. How do I... There it is. Okay, we're ready. They made up their minds and they started packing. They left before the sun came up that day. An exit to eternal summer cycle. But where were they going without ever knowing the way? They drank up the wine and they started talking. They now had more important things to say. And when the car broke down, they started walking. But where were they going without ever knowing the way? Anyone can see the road that they walk on's paved in gold. It's always summer, they'll never get cold, never get hungry, they'll never get old and gray. You can see the shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happy there today, today. The children woke up and they couldn't find them. They left before the sun came up that day. They just drove off and left it all behind them. But where were they going without ever knowing the way? Anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved in gold. It's always summer, they'll never get cold, never get hungry, they'll never get old and gray. You can see the shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happy in their day, today. Going without ever knowing the way. Anyone can see the road that they walk on is paved in gold. It's always summer, they'll never get cold, never get hungry, they'll never get old and gray. You can see the shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. They wanted the highway, they're happy with their day. Today, I forgot one very important instrument, and I just want to add it before we move on. I'm so disappointed in myself. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what it needed. Where would they go without ever knowing the way? So fun. I freaking love that. I'm really happy with how these are starting to come together. I'm trusting myself a little bit more the last couple days when it comes to loops. I'll admit sometimes I still get a little bit shaky when it comes to loops. There's so much involved, and there's a lot of room for things to happen that are wrong. And yeah, I'm just learning how to settle in a bit more. Stevie, it's good to see you. Welcome. Also, Jerk Cola, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate you. And again, welcome for Chris. I see you've been streaming a whole lot lately, and it looks like you're getting some like good consistent growth. I'm really happy for you with that. You seem like a really nice person. I think you got a lot of talent. I'm about as musical as a potato. What about a jar of mayonnaise? Oh, volume-wise, I guess I get a little excited about my castanets sometimes. I decided to buy the castanets because half of my repertoire that I do here on Twitch is video game music. Sometimes I build a loop of a game soundtrack, and then sometimes I play along the tracks. But I noticed that there was a lot of castanets in video game music and other little instruments that I'd never thought about being so crucial to making something, but yeah. Anyway, I think I'm going to start winding us down here. We've gotten over 3 hours now, and I would like to just sing and play the piano for you real quick, if that's all right. I want to show you a very simple song that means a whole lot to me. I found this song to be really, really calming and helpful for me when I was going through a hard time in college. It brought me a lot of happiness and warmth and feelings of love, and it's a simple song. It's by the Zombies, Colin Blunstone, and it's called The Way I Feel Inside. I forget I have this one on my song list sometimes, but it's one of my favorites. Oh, the bass is still plugged in. Just before the sun came up that day. Let's see. Just barely reaches. Should I try to? Oh wait. That's it. Should I try to hide the way I feel inside my heart for you? Would you say that you would try to love me too? In your mind, could you ever be really close to me? I can tell the way you everybody. Okay, water break, and then I'll do it. We can do this. Should I try to hide the way I feel inside my heart for you? Would you say that you would try to love me too? In your mind, could you ever be really close to me? I can tell the way you smile. If I feel that I could be certain, then I would say the things I want to say tonight. But till I can see that you really care for me, I will dream that someday you'll be really close to me. I can tell the way you smile. If I feel that I could be certain, then I would say the things I want to say tonight. But till I can see that you'd really care for me, I'll keep trying to hide the way I feel inside. Oh, that like made me want to cry. I think it's such a pretty song. Ugh. I think I'm gonna keep on the feels and do one more like feels song. I'm gonna show you guys my arrangement of Billy Joel's Vienna. This song is so important to me. I've been working as a musician here in Nashville for like 10 years now. And in that time, I found that I viewed music to be a bit more like clinical in my approach, because I'm approaching it from like a business mind, you know? Where I'm like, okay, what's the song? What's the chord? What's the structure? What's the key? And when I had this song pop on a playlist while I was cleaning the house, I felt like the lyrics, it felt like someone was talking to me and telling me something I needed to hear, because the message of this song just very deeply connected with me, and it just brought me to tears. I think it's a really powerful, beautiful song. And I was so touched by it that I ran upstairs. I think I had an hour before stream. And all teary-eyed, I just clunked my way through it on the piano until I figured out a way to do it on stream that day. And it's developed into an arrangement that I really care about. And so I'm going to do that. And then we'll do like one last quick song and then finish it off. Hello for Allie. I'm doing very well. How are you? Old Clyde, thank you for the follow, by the way. I really appreciate it, as well as Jerk Cola. Welcome in, Terminator. How are you? So much for juvenile, but then if you're so smart, tell me why are you still so afraid? So down, crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile, but then if you're so smart, tell me why are you still so afraid? Where's the fire? What's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. But you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you wanna be before your time, though it's so romantic on the borderline tonight. Too bad, but it's the life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you know you can't always see when you're right. You've got passion, you've got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you want to be before your time, though it's so romantic on the borderline tonight. Too bad, but it's the life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you know you can't always see when you're right. You've got passion, you've got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Oh, it almost got me. Almost got me there. I think that's the song that has like the highest likelihood of making me cry. But like in a good way, you know, it's like a very, I feel like it's a very like self-forgiving song in a way, if that makes sense. It's able to make you look at yourself and be like, stop, like just stop hurting yourself. Stop pushing yourself so hard. Ugh, okay. I think I'm going to make that my last song for today. And again, I just want to thank you, everybody, so much for allowing me to feel so safe to just make something and try and make something sincere and true and pretty. Yeah. I'm going to be live again on Monday. A part of me wants to try and maybe sneak in a video game stream this weekend. We're going to see if that's going to happen or not, though. I will keep you updated in Discord. I'm mainly spending this weekend working on the vlog that I'm editing for my YouTube channel. Let's see who we want to be raiding. Just taking a look here. You forgot what you need. For Wes and Zeri, thank you for the bits, by the way. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. How about we raid Mia Rammer? Raymer? I might have said that wrong. Cool. Thanks, everybody. Take care of yourselves, be kind to yourselves. And I hope I see you again sometime. I play 4 times a week here on stream, and I love it. So, thank you once again for a wonderful day. I really appreciate y'all.